One remark I want to make is the limit of e to the x power, so the exponential function. When x approaches negative infinity, the limit is going to be 0. So this one right here. Now let's take a look at the example, evaluate x limit of e to the 1 over x power as x approaches to 0 from the left. So this is a lot of information, especially e to a rational function. So we should let t to be 1 over x. Now we know that t is going to go to negative infinity as x goes to 0 from the left. Okay, so therefore when I plug it in, when I substitute it back in, so x goes to 0 from the left, and we have e to the 1 over x power. I'm gonna, instead of using that function, I'm gonna put t instead, because we know t is gonna go to negative infinity, e to the t. Okay, therefore by the remark we know that this one is gonna go to 0. The limit is gonna be 0. Now moving on to the infinite limit at infinity. So pretty much as x becomes large, f of x becomes large as x becomes super large. So let's take a look at the cube function. So you can see that if I just guess and I just make table, so let's say that 10 cube is going to be 1,000. Okay, and if I have 100 cube, it's going to be 1,000,000. You see, it's going to becomes large as x becomes large. So we know that both of these is going to be infinity. So the limit x approaches infinity for x cubed is going to be infinity. And then the limit at x approaches negative infinity is going to be negative infinity. If you sketch the graph, you can see it. Okay, so you see that f of x goes to infinity at x becomes large. When it becomes large negative, it's go to negative infinity right here. Now when you take the limit, please do not just plug in the infinity. It's not right to do that. So if, like I said, if you have a rational function like this, you need to divide by the highest exponents of the denominator. So this one right here, we have to go x approaches infinity, and I'm going to divide everything by x. Because as you can see, the denominator, we have 3 minus x. Okay, so what we have is the limit x approaches infinity, and we have x plus 1 on top. On the bottom, we have this. So as you can see earlier, we know that this one's going to go to 0. So on the bottom, what we have is negative 1. On the top, we have this one becomes large. So it's going to be positive infinity, but the bottom is negative 1. So the final answer is going to be negative infinity.